Welcome to Future Systems. In this video, we'll take a calm and practical look at AI systems that already exist today. Not future speculation, not science fiction. We'll examine what these systems can currently do, where they're already being used, and what realistic possibilities could emerge. This channel focuses on clarity and context, not hype, not fear, and not predictions presented as facts. Let's begin.
When people talk about artificial intelligence, it often sounds like a single technology. In reality, today's artificial intelligence consists of different categories of systems, each designed for specific tasks. Some work with language, generating text, summarizing documents, or translating between languages. Some work with images, video, or sound, creating visuals, generating voiceovers, or editing content. Others automate processes or support decisions, connecting tools together, analyzing data, or identifying patterns. These systems are already in everyday use, often quietly in offices, media production, education, and organizations of all sizes. Understanding artificial intelligence today starts with understanding these categories, not with abstract ideas about intelligence or consciousness. These are tools, powerful tools, but tools nonetheless. So what can these systems actually do? Language systems can draft text, summarize documents, structure information, and respond to questions. They work by recognizing patterns in massive amounts of text data. Image and video systems can generate visuals from descriptions, edit existing content, create voiceovers, and support content production at scale. Automation systems can connect different tools together and execute routine workflows like updating spreadsheets, sending notifications, or moving files between systems. Decision support systems analyze large datasets and return patterns, probabilities, or recommendations. They're used in areas like logistics, customer service, and research. None of these systems replace human judgment, but they change the speed, scale, and cost of certain types of work. A useful way to think about current AI is not as replacement, but as amplification. A single person can now do work that previously required a team. A small team can produce output that previously required a department. This shift is already happening. The question is not whether it will happen, but how we adapt to it. Despite rapid progress, today's AI systems have clear limitations. They do not understand meaning in a human sense. They recognize patterns and generate outputs based on probability, not comprehension. They can generate confident-sounding outputs that are factually incorrect, sometimes called hallucinations. This means verification is essential. They depend heavily on the quality of their training data. Biased data leads to biased outputs. Incomplete data leads to incomplete results. They struggle with tasks that require true reasoning, common sense, or understanding of physical reality. And they have no goals, no intentions, and no awareness. They respond to inputs. They do not plan, reflect, or understand consequences. This means that human oversight remains essential. In practice, the most effective use of AI today combines automation with review rather than full delegation. Think of it as a very capable assistant that always needs a final check. If we combine these existing capabilities, certain options could become more common over time. For example, smaller teams producing complex outputs that previously required large organizations. New roles focused on oversight, quality control, and AI system management. Faster creation of educational and informational content, like this video. Organizations with more automated internal processes, allowing people to focus on judgment, creativity, and strategy. These are not predictions. They are logical extensions of systems that already exist today. The technology is here. What remains is adoption, refinement, and adaptation. Some of these changes will be smooth. Others will create friction, but they are already in motion. To make this more concrete, Let's look at how these systems are being used right now. In customer service, AI systems handle routine inquiries, route complex cases to human agents, and provide agents with suggested responses based on past interactions. In content creation, writers use language systems to draft outlines, generate alternatives, and edit for clarity. Designers use image systems to create variations, mock up concepts, and accelerate iteration. In software development, AI tools suggest code completions, identify potential bugs, and generate documentation. Developers still write the logic, but routine tasks take less time. In education, AI systems provide personalized feedback, generate practice problems, and help teachers identify where students are struggling. In research, these systems help scientists review literature, identify patterns in data, and generate hypotheses for testing. None of these applications work autonomously. They all require human judgment at critical points. But in each case, the same outcome is achieved with less time, lower cost, or fewer people. This is the current state. Not potential, not theoretical. This is happening now. So how should we think about all of this? First, recognize that AI is not one thing. It's a collection of different tools, each with specific capabilities and limitations. Second, focus on what exists today, not on speculation about future breakthroughs. What's available now is already significant. Third, understand that these systems amplify human capability. They don't replace judgment, creativity, or critical thinking. They change what's possible for a given amount of effort. Fourth, expect ongoing change. These systems will improve. New capabilities will emerge. What seems difficult today may become routine tomorrow. And fifth, remain skeptical of both extreme optimism and extreme pessimism. The reality is usually more nuanced than either narrative suggests. The goal of this channel is to help you navigate that nuance, to understand what's real, what's exaggerated, and what's worth paying attention to. Not to predict the future, but to make sense of the present. And that's really the important part. Artificial intelligence doesn't change everything at once. It changes small decisions, small workflows, small habits. And over time, those small changes add up.
We looked at the main categories of AI systems, what these systems can realistically do, their clear limitations, and where they are already applied across areas such as customer service, content creation, software development, education, and research. The key point is this: artificial intelligence is not a single technology. It is a collection of specialized tools, each with specific capabilities and constraints. Understanding that distinction is essential for making sense of the broader discussion around AI. In future episodes, we will examine individual categories of AI systems in more detail. We will focus on what exists today and on what current capabilities logically enable over time, without speculation about distant or hypothetical futures. This channel exists to support clear thinking about emerging technologies, without hype, without fear, and without predictions presented as certainties. Thank you for watching.